To get a taste of the real Nicaragua, you need to get out where most of the people live. The Pan American Highway runs through town and right past a local truck stop serving some of the best bull testicles you'll find anywhere. Las Sopas de Juan.
Big, small, little, both of the bull testicles.
Oh, there's sizes of the
Yeah,
bowls of
different
soup?
soup,
You know, medium.
Mediano, dos medianos.
Here, they do things the old-fashioned way. It doesn't get much more basic than this. I'm told the house specialty is sopa de huevo de toro, so I'm going for it.
Perfecto.
Muchas
gracias.
All right.
Very exciting. Why does everything sound tastier in Spanish? Bull's soup just doesn't sound that great to me, but when she was saying sopa de huevo de toro,
Just rolls off the tongue.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
The soup is loaded with fresh vegetables, fresh tomatoes, and bull's testicles. And there's a bonus treat. Raw bull testicles, marinated in lime juice. It's a bull testicle ceviche.
Oh, muchas gracias.
Eating bull testicles is nothing strange in a culture where money is scarce and nobody throws away any part of the animal that they can eat. This just happens to be a place where necessity makes bull a house specialty. But after a few years away, Josh is a little out of touch with the local fare.
You don't have a really excited look on your face.
We'll ease into it with some broth and some vegetables and see what happens.
You can see that they still have actually some of the capullo, the sac,
Yeah.
attached to it. And you can see a little bit of the connective tissue as opposed to being fully skinned out of that. And it's barnyardy. You know, it definitely smells like the animal it came from. All right, so here's the raw stuff. Man,
What do you think?
pretty hardcore looking.
Like any ceviche, the acids in the lime juice cure the meat during marination. No heat required.
Well, these smell a little less ferocious. So,
What do you think?
this is very good.
Yeah.
I'm here picking up the trail of Mongolia's marvelous meat. Freshly slaughtered animals pass through Ulaanbaatar's meat market to retail markets where the meat is processed and sold. Vegetables are a luxury item here. A few slices of homegrown pickles cost about 40 cents. More expensive than a complete sheep's head. And speaking of sheep's heads,
Oh, look at that.
that looks like very, very dangerous food. This is head cheese, made by boiling the sheep's head a long, long time, along with salt and a few vegetables.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't look good, but it's healthy for you.
Well, of
It's
course.
good for your joints, and you know, it's tasty.
The nice thing is you can tell from the top of it where you see all those little floating bits of brain matter and hair and other things that it's very homemade, which is good. You don't want this stuff made in a factory. You want it made by somebody's grandmother. It's meat jello. Always fun.
So,
It's kind of barnyardy. It tastes very muttony. Once you bite it, you know it's made from old sheep, don't you? Right?
okay.
Luckily, I got a couple pickles to help wash it down. I've come to the desert with Tony Nestor, a wilderness survival expert who does training for the U.S. military, among other clients. I'm out here to get a taste of the real Arizona by eating what the earliest inhabitants lived on 1,000 years before there were hamburgers. Before you cook your rat, you dangle it over the fire to burn off the hair. Just don't overheat the carcass to the point where it explodes.
And then either when all the hair's gone or when his belly looks like it's gonna pop, which is coming up here, and you pull him off. That ought to do it.
Then comes the fine art of removing the rat innards.
There are all the entrails. That's pleasant.
With the entrails out, there's not a whole lot left to work with.
Let's fold him up as is and then throw him right back on the
Because I think
coals.
he's going to do well.
This guy's going to give us no more than 3 or 4 bites apiece. So Tony's brought along a squirrel that he brought down the other day with his bow and arrow.
Need a little bit more coals here.
Now we've got the rat appetizer with the squirrel as a main course.
So how do you like your rat? Medium, medium rare? Because I think that guy is cruising north of medium any moment.
Oh, nice and crispy. The other white meat nobody ever told you about. Looks good.
Well, you know, let's not put too fine a point on it, but by the way, I just got a complete hit that tastes exactly like that juniper berry that I just ate. That same bitter, herbaceous, antiseptic-y, cedary juniper thing. I mean, big time.
Yeah.
But mostly what you get is that fabulous sour burnt fur and intestinal tract.
But my greatest challenge is still ahead. It will come from this man, Rob Anderson, in charge of training and field rations.
How you doing, Andrew?
Rob, good to see you.
Rob has been warming up the MREs. That's meals ready to eat.
You hungry?
The United States government has been working for more than 50 years to develop food for soldiers in the field that's portable and nourishing. The problem is they also have to last up to 7 years in all climates and conditions. That means this stuff is like nothing you find in nature.
Oh, that is just disgusting.
There we go. So let's pile it on high. There you go, my man.
Oh, no, I mean, don't you do something to it?
Yeah, you put it in your mouth, and we laugh.
They call this buffalo chicken, served on a cracker with cheese.
Oh, my God.
Qualify for a Purple Heart after this.
Oh, God.
Would you say savory?
I'd say stuck in my mouth. If it wasn't my job to do this on TV, I would spit it out. That's how it really is unpleasant.
This is a local cheese, and those little flecks you can see on the container are maggots. The cheese is literally crawling with them. And I've come to one of Granada's finest restaurants to sample it.
Thanks for inviting me to dinner.
Our pleasure. Nice to have you here.
Dana Remedios is the manager of the Casa San Francisco. And Gloria Ordóñez works for the Nicaragua Ministry of Tourism. And they're proudly showing off the work of this man, Octavio Gomez, one of the country's most renowned chefs, who applies his culinary artistry to traditional Nicaraguan food, like iguana. He prepares the iguana with a locally grown sour orange and Nicaraguan cilantro. Then, it's roasted whole.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This is just amazing. Oh man. It is really good, isn't it? It's orangey and roasty toasty, right? Yeah. The glaze on it and the citrus kind of takes away all of that reptilian quality that the meat has.
Right now, Octavio is preparing a cheese and fruit plate featuring an incredibly rare delicacy.
Y con un vinagre de banano para darle un sabor.
I gotta tell you something. I speak no Spanish at all.
Yeah.
But even I know what queso fermentado con gusanos means.
Yeah.
That's strong old cheese with worms. And I'm assuming they're little maggots.
That's right. They're about
Yeah.
the size of a grain of rice.
Oh, I can see some of them.
This is no gimmick. Having maggots chewing up the cheese gives it a soft texture and a unique taste. And the smell, whew, it's memorable.
And I will tell you, the aroma that's wafting up from it is fairly strong. This makes Limburger cheese kind of smell like lilies of the valley.
Nicaragua is one of the only places on earth where you can find this kind of cheese. And even here, it's rare. Chef Octavio, always up for experimenting with local foods, just had it brought in from the remote northern region of Pentasma. So it's a new dish at the Casa San Francisco.
There's literally thousands of them inside this cheese. It's just hard to show you white on white here with our video cameras.
The maggots are the larvae of a small fly that lays its eggs in the milk, and that milk gets turned into cheese. This is another gourmet dish born out of necessity. In hard times, people had to eat what they thought was spoiled cheese, and they actually developed a taste for it. Well, some people did anyway.
Are you? Do you want to see? If you want to see the look of despair, this is it right here.
I prefer the food.
That's good.
It's good.
It's really, really good. It's extremely soft. It's almost like overly ripe camembert. It smells a lot stronger than it tastes.
They wouldn't serve it to you if it wasn't delicious, and I
Well, of
absolutely
course
take
not.
your word on that.